guys, Rick Shaw here. We're doing an update on the septic, and by the way, we put our little kitties over there so that they'll be okay. But what seems to have happened was the drain water, not the poo-poo from the toilet, but the drain was lower than the center wall. So when the first tank filled up, it would go back into the house instead of over the center wall that they put here. So what they did is they came in here, this is like a clean out, and they went over this way, and they knocked a space in the wall so that water could drain and be lower than the bathroom. So it all drained out. It just drained. As soon as they got that wall lower, and the water went out of the first tank, and everything was fine. But here's what happened with me. Now, maybe it's different in the States than it is here. I don't know what the codes are here or anything like that. But when I had a piece of ground and I was going to do a septic. Of course, I didn't do it because it was irrigated sand mound. But when I was looking up septic systems and talking to my plumber buddies and actually looking at ones, all your sink water and your shower water, we had the same type of tank. They would put in drop a big concrete tank, and it had a center wall in there already, and then you had knockouts for running your certain pipes. But what they had was gray water. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody who knows septic systems, okay? What they did was what came out of your sink and what came out of your floor drains went over the first tank and poured into the second one. Now, of course, we had leach beds there. Everything had to go into leach beds. And then also they had the irrigated sand mounds and all kinds of crazy stuff where I lived. But this one here, it runs all of them into the first tank. And, of course, that's all your shower water and everything. So, yeah, it's going to fill that tank up pretty quickly. And that's just the way they do it here. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but we did have problems. Now that they've knocked that center wall down, and you could watch it, the water poured over into the second tank. That's why it wasn't coming out, because the second tank wasn't full. Then it's drained. Everything drained, and no problem. So far, so good. And you got to give credit where credit is due. The dude, my wife hit him first thing in the morning. We didn't call him over the holiday weekend. We weren't going to bother anybody on Easter. And to his credit, he immediately came over. He didn't go to any of the other things. He came over here, started working on ours. And he got his plumber dude over here, and they seemed to have fixed it pretty quickly. They didn't mess around. So like I say, I got to give them credit for that. I just wished it would have been proper in the first place. But like I say, they took care of it, and it seems like everything's going good. I'll be able to go up and get a shower here a little bit. They put concrete over. The wall it's like right here, the block wall that they put in the tank, and he had to go in there with a digging bar and just smash it out until the water started draining over. And they measured how deep the floor drain pipe was to here, so they made sure they got this where they broke out lower than where the floor drains go in. So from what I can see here, I don't think I think maybe they got it. I think it's a good deal. He's got cleanouts, so we can get in there if we have to. We're going to leave this open. We're just going to put a cover over it. Most of these are completely closed in, so I'm glad about that. You fixed a little bit of concrete here, and so that's pretty cool. And like I say, the foreman dude down here for Demeter Land, we do really respect that guy. You see him when he's with his workers. He seems like a really honest and fair guy, big fella. And his guys, when his guys are talking to him, they're very respectful, and he's not like a bad boss or anything. He's level-headed, pretty good dude. So, like I say, I'm going to give him credit where credit was due. I have to say they came in here. It looks to me, from what I can see, that there's not going to be a problem any longer with this thing backing up. Like I say, this is the third time. Third time this happened. So the first time, first and second, when they came in, they worked on this over here. And then when he was in here and seen the height, they took this off and they seen the height of the water and nothing in the second tank. Then he said, okay, we got the wall's too high. So, like I say, they were only here about an hour, and they're done already. So as of now, I'm pretty dang happy with it. And I did know the first plumber that was here, that was doing work. I know he doesn't work for them anymore, but I'm not kidding you. I think there was something wrong. There was something wrong. This plumber that was here today, he's a much older fella, probably been doing it for a long time, where the other fella was pretty young and green behind the ears for sure. That was my thought on him. And so I don't want to make this one too long, but so far so good, guys. And I'll keep you posted on what's going on with the system. And my wife was in the bathroom cleaning up, and like I say, we're gonna be able to take a shower and all that. It's draining good. They actually went in and dumped a whole bunch of buckets and stuff down there to make sure that it was draining, and it just went right down. No problem. It actually drains faster than it did before. So that's pretty cool. So this is Rick Shaw. Well, Happy Rick Shaw. Out.